This one is number 2. It is a quote from Winnie the Pooh, and Piglet says, "How do you spell love?" And Pooh says, "You don't spell it, you feel it." So again, I've done exactly the same process as the last one. I did it very lightly in pencil, then I went over it in darker pencil just so that I can see it when I put it under my piece of marker paper. And if you don't have any marker paper, then smooth copier paper would be absolutely fine. The difference is that copier paper is sometimes a bit more absorbent, so you might find that the ink spreads a little bit, plus it's a bit rough on your pens, so it could well make your pens not last as long as if you use the paper that's made specifically for this job. And this one, the text is going to probably be a little bit easier because we're just going to use kind of quirky handwriting rather than specifically a particular sort of font or typeface or calligraphy. You need to evoke the feeling of Pooh and write like you think Pooh would. You can just make the handwriting as quirky as you like. Not neat, because Pooh wouldn't write neat, would he? Make sure you, when you're doing letters like, for example, the N that goes down and comes back up again, you can just take your pen off and start where the down is going to happen. Same with the P, downward stroke, take the pen off. I'm going to make this a bit thicker because I want it to stand out. Love feel. So it's a lovely, bright, sunny day out there, but it's absolutely freezy weasels. And one of my neighbours has taken the opportunity to start building an extension on his house or something. Hence all the knocking you can hear. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe he's just. Maybe he's a prepper. Maybe he's expecting the apocalypse anytime soon. He's building an ark. Who knows? So it's good to be prepared though, I think. I was never a scout, because I think when I was a little girl they didn't allow scouts in. I was a brownie and it was hideous. It only lasted a couple of weeks. But when my boys were little, I was a scout helper or a cub helper, and I really liked it. But it wasn't like that when I was a little girl. It was much more religious, and you had to know your postcode. I think that was what happened to me actually. Was we were expected to know our postcode one week, and I couldn't remember it. Couldn't remember all of it. And I got thoroughly told off about it. And I remember thinking, do you know what? This isn't school. I'm being told off for an after school activity isn't much fun. So I'm not going to come back. And I didn't. Their loss. We had a horrible brown owl. Okay, so I am missing at the moment the question mark. I'm going to go back in with my purple and just write that question mark. How do you spell love? You don't spell it, you feel it. Okay, so at the moment I've got these jobbies, haven't got anything on them, so I'm just going to add with my dark purple. I'm going to add some little berries to each of the end of the stalks. Most of them have got 3 berries, but some of them have got 4. Just to ring the changes. And again, the ends of branches here, they need just a little something. The other thing I've missed is, using that one, I've missed out the comma. Okay, that's it. I'm now going to go back in with my 0.2 and I'm just going to add to these little floral bits just around the edges. Just think it brings it to life a little bit, and you don't have to, as I said in the last one, you don't have to do it exactly where you've coloured in, because then it makes it feel like it's a bit of an offset print, and I quite like that. We're going for quirky with this print. So put your quirky hat on and your invisible quirky gloves. And do what you want to do. Make it yours. You don't have to copy mine exactly. Do the thing that you want to do. And I think, let's take out the one, I'm going to take out the draft copy. Let's have a look at it. Brilliant! All you need to do now is mount it in your frame. Most frames come with a little card mount, so you can, it's usually about a couple of centimetres wide, so you can mount what you've done behind that. But here's a little tip. You need to make sure that the glass is clean, both on the inside and the outside. So undo the little clips and take everything apart, making sure it's all clean, and making sure that you've washed your hands first, because if you've got grubby hands or slightly greasy hands, you can put fingerprints on that glass again, and that's really annoying once you've put everything together and you hold it up to look at it and there's a blooming fingerprint on the inside. If you get really stuck, I'm going to leave a link so that you can trace the one that I've done. It's not cheating, it's just an easier way to do it. I really hope that you can give this a go and the person that you do it for really loves it. Let me know. Next week we are doing a letter to somebody very special. I'm not going to give it away, but he's a bit beardy. In the meantime, I'm off to grow a reindeer. I will see you next week. Nanner nanner!